We are going to be covering one of the most popular SBCs EA's released so far and leakers leaking market crashes. But before we do start the video, do make sure to go and check out the free trading guide. The guide is free until the 1st of October, then from the 1st of October is a sub perk. There are loads of investments that have been working very consistently, and still lots of you guys can go and invest in. On top of that, there are multiple trading methods with data updated every day. So let's go and talk about the content that we've had in the last 24 hours, and as always we're going to start off by talking about the SBCs. And the SBC we went and got yesterday was Alan Saint-Max. We knew Saint-Maximin was coming for a while, but obviously we went and got him yesterday. We did expect him on the Saturday, but obviously we didn't go and get him on the Saturday. So how's Saint-Max's card looking? Well, he's coming in at about 120k with 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, very nice combo there. 90 pace, not bad. Obviously 75 shooting is always a little bit questionable on a 100k card, but then again people are playing I think 130 for Nico Williams, and he also only has about I think 75 shooting. 88 dribbling. Links are, well, they go from the absolute best to pretty god awful. Going from France very nice links, and obviously into the Superliga with Fenerbahce. Don't get me wrong, Fenerbahce is definitely one of the stronger Superliga squads. But yeah, nonetheless, you don't really want to be linking anyone. Regarding playstyles, didn't receive any boosts on his base card, apart from getting himself first touch. So again, he basically can get to the goal. Once he actually gets to the goal, I'm not quite sure how useful he is. But yeah, got himself quick step and give or take every single dribbling playstyle there is, which is quite nice. Roles, he didn't get himself any additional roles. His, I guess, premium roles are wide midfielder and inside forward, but nothing too insane. Now, of course, if you guys don't know how this card works, if Fenerbahce go and win 3 games, this card will receive a +1. If Fenerbahce in 4 of their games score at least 1 goal, he'll also receive another upgrade with another role ++. And if they finish the top 2 in the whole of the Europa League, again, it's kind of awkward how the format works this year, he'll go and receive another upgrade. Apparently, he is favourite to, at minimum, get the first 2. Not too sure about it. Some people even back him for the last one, with Fenerbahce being quite a strong squad in the Europa League. But obviously, we do have Prem teams. I'm pretty sure there's teams from the top 5 leagues in there, so not too sure how favourite they will be with him. So yeah, there's quite a lot of hype around him. I'd say the card might have been slightly more expensive than expected. I said about 70 to 150, and it's kind of been slap bang in the middle of that. Card might have been a little bit better if it was, I envisioned it being a little bit nicer. But you know, in the end of the day, Saint-Maximin is literally just a sprinting, dribbling machine. He's not too renowned on FIFA for his shooting. So what did Saint-Max do to the market? Well, if we go and have a little look at fodder, he didn't do anything too crazy. The squads that were needed was an 84 rated squad with a team of the week and just an 87 rated squad. As a result, 88s went from 14k up there to 17k, and they're now holding 16. 87s went from 9.4k up to 10.5k, and now holding. And the lower rated fodder didn't do anything. Like 84s didn't do anything, 85s didn't do anything. I imagine 89s and 90s probably rose slightly, but yeah, they wouldn't have been too optimal. So fodder didn't really rise much. Is that because it was overinvested? Is it because he wasn't demanded? Well, it actually might be that he wasn't too demanded, because Saint-Maximin didn't actually go and drop his link investment. His replacement cards. Obviously, Saint-Maximin has a very comparable card to Neymar. He's got himself five more pace. He's got himself 4 less shooting. He's got himself, in fairness, he's got himself 9 less passing. He's got himself 4 less dribbling, and he's got himself 12 more physical. But they're both kind of, left wingers, not really renowned for their shooting, more renowned for their pace, dribbling, and both slightly awkward at getting into teams. So it was favourable to go and drop Neymar, especially because they're literally both 120k. Well, Neymar in the pre-panic selling went all the way down there to 115. But actually, as a Saint-Max coming out, he actually rebounded all the way back up to 125. So Neymar not really too affected. Rashford again, another card expected to be heavily dropped. Very well, I think he's the most used left wing in the game. He's got 5-star skills, and again, if we go and see what happened here, went from 21k all the way down there to 19k, and since he has rebounded back up to 20, so not quite as high as pre-Saint-Max, but he didn't really drop too much. We expected way more of a drop. Doku, again, another very popular left wing, was expected to drop a bit more. He only went from 30k down to 28k, and he is back up, actually, if anything, higher than he was before Saint-Max came out. Same with Rafinha, he was favoured to drop. Rafinha went from 84 down there to 79, and since has rebounded back to 83. And finally, Diaz went from 68, did go down there to 64, but back up there to 68. So didn't really go and drop his replacement links, didn't really rise fodder. Weirdly enough, it seems like he wasn't too insane. But what was quite interesting is he did go and rise, which wasn't really anticipated, one of the Fenerbahce players. It wasn't really anticipated him rising the Fenerbahce players because, of course, you know, the difference between the price of Saint-Maximin and obviously the price of these players was so big, you just wouldn't think they're the same sort of team. Well, this guy went from 1.4k all the way up to 1.8k. Now, my recommendations for investments, if you did want to go down the Fenerbahce route, was to go and buy players with Shadow and Hunter, because the idea is that you can go and buy these Fenerbahce players with Shadow and Hunter for about 2.5, maybe up to 3k, and they should go very close to extinct once he comes out. Now, obviously, it's early hours of the morning, so it might not be too good to go and fit the agenda right now, but let's have a little look. How much is, like this guy should be up about 4.5. These cards, or Oosterveld, should be up about 4.5. Kostic arguably is quite cheap, bear in mind he can go and play left back. But you can see there aren't really any Freds popping up. There weren't many Oostervelds popping up, but what about Hunter? Fred with a Hunter, 4.5. Fred with a Hunter, 4.2. So my recommendations was go and buy some of the semi-demanded Fenerbahce players with Shadow and Hunters, and they've seemed to do well. Another one of my recommendations was to go and pick up French managers. I thought, do you know what? People aren't going to be in a hurry to go and try and spam loads of plebby Super League players in their team. So French managers. So we recommended French managers up to 3k. How are French managers looking now? They're looking a little over-invested. I think they went up to 3.9k yesterday. I think at the moment they're probably only still about 3.2. So nothing crazy on that, but there's probably no panic selling in the likes of the French managers. The other recommendation that I recommended was to go with, there's two ways of looking at it. You've got the first one of just buying managers who are in the Superliga. If we can find it, there we go. First off, we've got managers who are in the Superliga. These were buyable for about 200 coins. Sadly, they don't seem to have moved too much. And then we've also got the consumable. Now, the consumable, I know you could have sold in the pre-hype of 1.3k, so let's see what that is. So even if it's down right now, it doesn't really matter too much because, again, you could literally have sold in the pre-hype. And if we go and have a look at the Superliga now, I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's going to be too promising with the managers themselves only being 200. No, I think this went from about 500 up to 1.3 in the pre-hype and then probably back down now to 800 coins. So actually quite a fair few things hinting towards St. Max maybe not being as desired as expected. So we're going to have a look at some of the St. Max link investments. Now these were very varied, I can't lie. So we look at something like Griezmann, and before Saint-Maximin was out, he was 102. After Saint-Maximin came out, he got up to 112. So plus 10k on Griezmann after Saint-Max. Camavinga, now he did get very panic sold from the 50k packs the day before. He went down there to 14.5, and then he managed to go up to 16.5. We're then looking at Cuckoo, and Cuckoo got as low as 16, and he got up there to 18.5. DRB got as low as 6k, he's already rebounded to 7.2. Konate got as low in the morning down to about 15k, he already rebounded up to 19k. A little bit of pre-team of the week hype on him. We look at Tuchemeni, he went from 30, got all the way up there last night to 37. Mendy went down there to 120, peak was 133. Diani was pretty nice, she was quite buyable over yesterday at about low 70s. She actually managed to get up there to 86, back down there to 81. Now, some of the reasons, because some of these players you'll see that there was a bit of a sharp drop before 6 p.m. And there we go, we can see that drop right there. And that sharp drop was because some of the leakers privately leaked in their discords that there could have been some big tradable promo packs that crashed the market. Now, this wasn't publicly leaked, this was just what some of my subscribers who are in these discords sent me. They said, oh Dan, the leakers, by the way, are saying Saint-Maximin's coming out tonight. We also might go and get some expensive tradable packs. I'll talk about that in a second. Let me just, before I do that, go and cover the last bit of SBCs. The last SBCs we also got yesterday was a challenge SBC. It was quite a nice premium election players pack, so 3 rares, half silvers, half golds. Very easy to do. I mean, I guess in all fairness, they do want 9 golds and you're only getting 6 golds back, but at least you're going to go and get yourself some rares. Very easy to go and complete. They basically just want 1 league. 22 chemistry is quite easy. So you can just throw in all your plebs and that. I haven't quite got around to doing that myself yet. But yeah, so back to what the leaker said. So yesterday, privately in the leaker discourse, they said there are some rumours that there might be some big tradable store packs, but they're not 100% sure it's going to be today. Then they talked a little bit about the logic of it coming out. They said there's a pack in the pack code that hasn't been released. They thought it was 80% chance of being released yesterday, and they said that it could crash. Now, I had a lot of my viewers in some other Discord, and apparently some other leaking Discord were saying 125k tradable packs were very favoured to come out yesterday. Well, as a result of all of this, I said, do you know what? If you've got cards over 100k, hold them. because cards over 100k aren't so affected by these promo packs. If you've got cards under 100k that are French, or under 50k that are French, hold on to them, because even if they do drop these promo packs, they can still do well with Saint-Max. And I said, if you've got cards under 50k that aren't French, sell them, because I'd want to play it safe. But what I had prepared is I basically had a spreadsheet prepared of investments to go and make if they didn't come out. Because these were leaked, there was a lot of panic selling. Because there was a lot of panic selling, RTKs dropped a lot, Team of the Weeks dropped a lot, and these cards don't really traditionally drop a lot. So you can see right here, I had this investment sheet ready for just after 6 PM if they didn't drop the promo packs. They then didn't drop the promo packs. Again, we recommended these as an investment because, again, there was lots of panic selling. And some of these rebounds were really, really nice. Now, I'm not quite sure. They might be battered down again now. Again, they were very easily buyable at 6 PM. All you have to do is react fast. You had stuff like Sesko, who was 90k. I think Sesko's already, up to 110 already. So that's already up 20k. And this is the game literally in about 12 hours. Cherky, I think, was 195. Cherky has rebounded to about 225, so this guy's already up 30k. We had Breme, who is 105. And again, we basically prepared for if there were no promo packs. Again, already up 20k right there. So these have done really, I think Rodman as well was pretty decent. Rodman Bible at 20.5. She's already up there to 23. So yeah, we had these investments on the go, ready to go and buy if there weren't promo packs, because we knew everyone kind of panic sold stuff going into 6 PM, but it's fair panic. It's fair to go and panic if you're told there's going to be 125k tradable packs. There then wasn't 125k tradable packs, meaning the cards shouldn't have gone down, and then they all rebounded. So there's some really, really nice trades there. So again, do make sure to join the stream, check out the guide. It is free until the 1st of October. But yeah, it just meant that the market, kind of banged after 6 PM. Also on the topic of the market, for the last 2 weeks now, Squad Battles has actually been more aggressive for the market than it has been progressive. So last year, what would happen is Squad Battles would come out and the market would just keep rising. This year, both times Squad Battles come out, the market has actually been dropping/holding. Now, one of the reasons the market was kind of dropping/holding might have been because of the 50k packs that came out on the Saturday. But if we have a look at this, again, Squad Battles normally would be good to the market. I mean, it's probably not going to show too well there, but something like Rashford, right? Squad Battles, in all fairness, he's not going to really fit the agenda. Let's go and find, I think Lorente fits the agenda. So Squad Battles came out like here, and the market just kind of, for the cheaper stuff, kept dropping and dropping and dropping. The cheaper the player, the more they're affected by Squad Battles. But also the expensive players should have been positively affected by Squad Battles, but they weren't really positively affected by Squad Battles. Because they weren't really positively affected by Squad Battles, this kind of goes against the trends we've seen in previous years. Again, there's another cheaper card there being affected. Obviously, the cheaper cards make sense to drop for Squad Battles. These cards are easier to pack. No one's really buying them and upgrading. They drop in price, and they get panic sold. But yeah, so the market rose after we went and got Squad Battles. It was just a bunch of examples. We had prepared. Watkins was a bit dodgy. He was 100. He's now, I think, only... he's back up to 115. So what's now going to happen to the market? Now, because these leakers said that these promo packs are 125k trader packs are going to come out, but they're not 100% sure it's going to come out yesterday, I would, to play it safe, probably sell your stuff today. And the reason I'd go and sell your stuff today is because if we go look at the promo packs, the 50k tradables expire today. So in my opinion, at minimum, I think we're going to go and get tradable 50k packs, because I think these expire in 10 hours 30 and we're going to go and get new ones. And with 50k tradable packs, at least the cards under 100k all had negative reactions. All of them dropped with the 50k packs. You saw it earlier with the Kanates, the Camavingas. These cards went from like 18k to 14k. Obviously, Squad Battles didn't help. So I think at minimum, cards under 100k will drop. But I'll be honest with you, I would also go and sell your RTKs, your Team of the Weeks, your gold cards, heroes and icons if you don't mind buying them until Sunday. Because, again, if we go and get 125s, they're only going to affect more of the market. And really, no one cares about these cheap plebby packs here, right? We've got like the premium gold. No one cares about 25s. No one cares about 45s. No one cares about 35s. But the 50s, 100s, 125s, 150s is what people care about, especially the tradable ones. So to play it safe, what I'd recommend you guys to do is to go and sell your players around about between 1 PM today through to 4 PM. And the reason I'd recommend you selling at 1 PM to 4 PM is because that is just traditionally the hours that the market peaks. I actually did a preview pack yesterday and got myself, what was it, Rodman in it? Not Rodman? Swanson, which wasn't too bad, and a Hunter Kemster. But yeah, back onto track. I would recommend selling your players between 1 PM to 4 PM. And if you guys don't know what actually normally happens on the market, last year the market did actually peak on the Tuesday. So by selling on the Monday, you're probably not missing out on too much. But it seems like EA, well, the leakers are hinting that EA is going to be different this year with promo packs than they were last year. And because they might be different this year, to play it safe, you're going to sell a little bit earlier. Now, regarding buying your team back, a lot of people are always under the misconception that the market rises going into Weekend League. A lot of people say, should I buy my players now and hold going into Weekend League? And that just isn't the play whatsoever. Because the market doesn't rise going into Weekend League. The market also doesn't rise over Weekend League. And here's like a great example, right? Mbappe. Now, obviously Mbappe is quite an extreme, but Mbappe is a player that a lot of people would think, surely when people are playing Weekend League, they're buying Mbappe. Surely when people get their Weekend League coins, they're going to go and buy Mbappe. Well, we can look at Mbappe last year, right? So this is Mbappe today on the Monday. He did rise on the Tuesday, but again, if we're going to get big promo packs, I'd be surprised. He then held on the Wednesday. We then get to Thursday, and then here is Mbappe over the weekend. 3.4 million down to 2.7 million. The guy dropped 700k. But this is the first Weekend League. Surely players go up. Surely people invest their... No, the whole market just drops. The whole market for gold cards drops about 20% between... should be today through to next Sunday. The hero market drops about 10-15% between today through to Sunday. The icon market only drops about 5-10% between now and Sunday. So if you want to play it very safe, you're going to basically fill your team with expensive icons and heroes. You're still going to lose a little bit of coins. Well, I mean, icons actually rebound to the prices they were previously. So what you guys might be saying is, well, Dan, they drop, but they rebound. But they don't rebound back to the prices they were previously. They just rebound a percentage. So, for example, Saliba last year, and this is quite comparable to like Gold Van de Ven this year, was 60, peaked on the Tuesday, crashed down to 45k. So again, that card is practically down 30% there. Well, 25%. And then he just rebounds around about 15%. So what the play is to go and buy a Weekend League team, maybe Saturday evening, maybe Sunday, because even though it might drop a little between Saturday and Sunday, it should rebound at least a percentage until Tuesday. And again, we see the market peak there again at Tuesday, and it just drops and drops and drops. So, yeah, regarding buying your teams, ideally you're going to go and buy it Saturday, ideally you're going to buy it Sunday, because the market should be regressive, especially if we're going to get big promo packs, bigger than we had last year, all weekend through to Sunday. We're now going to go and check out the RTTKs as well, so we were just looking at them earlier. The RTKs that are most used, there isn't really much change. Van der Beek's the most used, then we got Watkins, then we got DeMarco, then we got Keane, Bjorn, Koch, and so on. If you guys wonder why do we care who the most used RTTKs are, the reason we care the most about the most used RTTKs, the most used players are the best investments. If someone's if they're really popular, they should rise really well out of packs. Regarding investing in these, the buy time is going to be Friday. Probably Friday they're going into 6 p.m. If not, it'll be Friday after 6 p.m. Just like how we saw yesterday where the market got heavily panicked going into 6, the market rebounded after. On Friday, if the market gets heavily panic sold going into 6, we buy. If it doesn't get heavily panic sold going into 6, we wait after 6, because the market should drop then after 6. Because obviously, even if there's packs after 6 p.m, these cards aren't in packs. So, yeah, we're looking to buy these RTTKs on Friday with Van der Beek, Watkins, DeMarco probably looking like the best buys. We also like the looks of Sesko. Cherokee should also be pretty nice. So that's regarding RTTKs. Regarding selling Team of the Weeks as well, I'd also recommend going and selling these before 6 p.m. today, as we should see a nice rebound. Fodder, again, I'd probably sell before 6 p.m. today again. It's kind of like, I'll be honest with you, you kind of want to get out of everything before 6 p.m. And then you probably want to hold off investing until Thursday, unless you're investing in some small stuff. Now, in the talks of investing, we've had a lot of the Road to Knockout Stage Team 2 leaked. We've got ourselves Van Dijk, we've got ourselves Harry Kane, we've got ourselves Kai Havertz, we've got Loftus-Cheek, we've got Miedeminer, we've got ourselves Goncalo Inacio, we've got ourselves Zubamendi, we've got Ziyech and Thuram, we've got Nico Williams, we've got Jimenez, Dybala, Garnacho, Araujo, Barcola, Malgusto, my Google Chrome. So we've got ourselves loads and loads of players. So a few people have said, Dan, well, if these guys get RTTK2s, should I go and invest in them now? And the answer to that is no, because the market last week dropped significantly between the Monday and the Thursday after awards. So for example, if I go and grab, let's go and grab Alvarez. So I want to go and buy, last week I want to go and buy Alvarez. I know he goes out of packs. So if I was going to buy him on the Monday, I would have been buying him here at 33k. But he actually dropped day after day after day, and actually was the cheapest Wednesday evening, Thursday morning. So my recommended buy time on these cards right here is going to be Wednesday evening if they drop, Thursday morning if they drop. If they haven't dropped Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, I'd just go and buy them after Division Rival Awards. And then it's quite interesting because what is it called? the RTTKs actually did a completely different trend to what they normally do. So normally these gold RTTK cards would drop out of packs because they're over-invested. Seen it happen with a few times a Team of the Week already this year. We saw it happen with RTTK last year. But these cards actually rose out of packs, meaning if you guys do actually want to go and buy, because I said the market's dropping over Weekend League, if you guys do want to actually have good players in your team for Weekend League, buy these gold cards that are going out of packs. And on top of that, go and buy the Road to the Knockout Stage Team 1. So you can fill your team with Road to Knockout Stage Team 1, gold cards who are going out for gold cards who are going out of packs for RTTK Team 2, probably gold cards who are out of packs for Team of the Week 3, icons, and you really won't lose any coins, and you'll use top end players. So yeah, just a little heads up there regarding buying these cards. And again, we look at buying these gold cards. So again, RTTK Team 2 on the Thursday morning, if not Thursday after 6 PM. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about who should be getting RTTK Team 3. Not too many players. Slight shouts maybe from Van der Ven, an assist in a 3-0. I mean, they don't really give him a high match rating. I don't think he'll man the match, so I'm not quite sure how likely Van der Ven is to get, you know, 1 assist and a clean sheet. Sadly, Madrid and Atletico Madrid drew. I think that game got, I'm not sure if it did end up getting, oh no, they did play it out. I know it got called off in like the 75th minute because apparently the Atletico fans were getting a bit rowdy. Napoli, there was nothing too crazy. Frankfurt, we should get Marmoush, although Marmoush actually got like 2 contribution or 3 contribution last week and got snubbed the Team of the Week, so God knows if they actually know this guy exists. Then we had a bunch of these leagues. There wasn't anything too crazy until we actually get to the women's leagues. Or the WSL. Sadly, no Saudi Team of the Week, so they sometimes can produce some nice ones. NWSL actually didn't make any Team of the Weeks. Man United, we've got Grace Clinton, centre mid, got a goal. 1 goal for a woman normally isn't enough for a Team of the Week because EA dubbed the women's league as a minor league, and because they dub it as a minors league, it's harder to a minor league. It's harder to get a Team of the Week. This is crazy, but like Mateo last week 3 contribution. Mateo this week 4 goals. I think she got 4 goals and maybe even like an assist. And yeah, she got 4 goals and an assist this week, back to back, like probably hat-trick contributions. Well, other than her, there is another player called Defoe who should get a Team of the Week. She's got herself 1, 2 goals, and I think she also got 2 assists, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, she got 2 goals, 2 assists. The only problem with her card is it's just not really going to rise out of packs. There were 2 other players who should get a Team of the Week. We've got Gilligano. She got herself 2 goals, or she got herself 2 contribution. You can just buy her as 84 SBC fodder. Then we got Stanway. She got herself a goal and assist. As a CDM, a goal and assist is quite a lot, so can go and get herself a Team of the Week there. And that's about it. As I said, either players who are likely to get a Team of the Week wouldn't really be that good out of packs, or players just didn't have a strong enough performance to go and get a Team of the Week out of packs. I think that about wraps it up. As I say, at the moment, we'll be doing lots and lots of trading. Actually, had an icon sell on as of that. I think it was another one of these Angeras. I'm able to flip a lot of that. At the moment, we are shadow trading and icon trading. Again, do make sure to just go and join my streams if you guys are interested in how to icon trade or how to shadow trade. But that is about that. I say all these cards have gone and sold on with a shadow. It's been very, very successful. That is that. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.